Dengue, a mosquito borne viral disease occurring in tropical and subtropical areas. Those who become infected with the virus a second time are at significantly greater risk for developing it as severe time the next time. Mostly transmitted through bite of the female Aedes aegypti mosquito, four distinctly but related viruses cause dengue 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dengue 1 and 2 gives lifelong immunity to that particular strain. But whether 3 and 1 and 4, a second infection by one of the other strains can risk severe dengue, which is potentially fatal. Laboratory test in dengue fever. Clinical laboratory tests are CBC, WBC platelet, hematocrit, albumin, liver function test, urine check for microscopic hematuria, dengue specific test, virus isolation, and serology. The symptoms of dengue are eye pain, muscle pain, bone pain, joint pain, rash, nausea, vomiting, headache, and fever. The treatment of dengue fever is avoid invasive procedure when possible. Unknown if the use of steroid, intravenous immune globulin or platelets transfusion to shorten the duration or decrease the severity of the thrombocytopenia is effective. Patient in shock may require treatment in an intensive care unit. Medical history to be taken, physical examination conducted, laboratory investigations done, confirmatory tests studied. Assessment of the disease phase and severity. Identify the complication and social factors. Decision on management that whether the patient will be ambulatory in Group A, hospitalization for Group B, and administration to ICU for Group C. Notification for surveillance purpose. Classification and notification to be done. In ambulatory Group A, therapeutic indications are rest of fluid intake, paracetamol for fever, verbal and written instructions to return in event of worsening, daily follow-up and appointment. Hospitalized Group B patient, physical exam, therapeutic indications including reference, hematocrit, administration of isotonic liquids, follow-up and laboratory test. Admission to ICU Group C students, therapeutic indications, resuscitation with intravenous fluid with hematocrit before and after intervention, blood transfusion in event of suspicion of massive bleeding. Now, there is one more thing which happens during dengue is dengue hemorrhagic fever, in which we can see abdominal pain, intestine pain, persistent vomiting, abrupt change from fever to hypothermia with sweating and prostration, restlessness or somnolence. This has to be immediately distinguished as